What up? What up? What up, people? My name is Tim Black. Welcome back to Pause with Tim Black. Glad you can make it back. Glad people are here. Glad you're tuned in. Glad you showed up. We're mad late. Been a very busy, trying, hard kick below the belt day is what it's been. I know you understand what that's like. When the whole world seems like it's piling on you. So, what's up with my Tim Black Wolfpack people, my people out there on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're at, Twitch, what's going on? How you feeling? How you feeling? I want to say what's up to my moderators. Let's see who's in the house, Johnson. We got anybody here tuned in? Let's see what we got, Johnson. Got a few people tuning in. All right. What's up, Keith? What's up, K to the Shad? Nat A in the house. Keith Weston, of course. Yeah, I get it. What's up, BT? What's happening? What's up? Rainstorm. Valley the Content Boutique. Yeah, I know, man. I know. You know, I almost skipped tonight. It's not because I don't love you guys, man. I just felt like I didn't really have much to add. Today, I put a lot into a couple of uploads, a couple of videos I put out today. A lot of editing. Spent, 11 hours editing on the computers today. Felt a little spent, but then you know what I said? You know what? Let me see what I could do. You know? Let me see what's going on. So I looked at I started watching a little bit of the hearings. And we got to talk, man. You know, look, we got to talk, Johnson. We got to talk. We have to talk, Johnson. Now, I'm going to try my best. To keep everybody with me on this because we want to have a little dialogue, right? I'm going to have a little dialogue on this session about what's going on with the Supreme Court hearings with Ketanji Brown Jackson. I want to talk about that. And I'm hoping this will be an informative conversation to everybody who's tuning in. Because this is the conundrum that we find ourselves in when we talk about politics. All right? Primary example. Perfect example of where we at and why it's so damn difficult. Damn. What's a good way to put this, man? How to be a good Democrat. How to be a good Democrat in 3 easy steps. 1, where you're a good Democrat, if you lay on the guilt trip. Gotta lay on the guilt trip. Gotta do a real good job of guilting people into feeling good about whatever's going on. Whatever you got going on, whatever your Democratic Party's doing, have to guilt the blacks. You gotta guilt them. Guilt the blacks, guilt the progressives, guilt the left, guilt anybody with a pulse who is receptive to your message. Guilt them right away into whatever you got going on. That's how we do this. That's the way you get them. Rule number 2. The narrative, whoever wins the narrative game wins the game. So control the narrative. Make sure the narrative is the narrative that you can win. Make the playing field your side of the ball. Run the plays you want to run. Because you know damn well the Republicans got plays they want to run as well. And rule number 3, for being a good Democrat, make sure you suspend belief. Make sure you suspend belief. Make sure that people that are watching never really understand what the hell is going on. That's right. Now, everything I just outlined is something that can be done on either side of the ball. But as I watch the hearings of Ketanji Brown, I'm like, wow, the Democrats are really running their program. Oh, they're running their program to the tilt. Don't get me wrong, Republicans are running their game too. I guess it's working for both sides in that way. Some people are so invested in this nomination. And I get it, I know. I'm supposed to shut up and just allow it to happen and just cheer for it. I see all the usual suspects rolling out the supportive chants, and how could you not be supportive? How could you not be supportive of this black woman vying for a position on the bench? First time ever. I look at my past self, I say, Tim, how'd you feel about Obama when he was running? Would you have understood critiques of Barack Obama before there was a first black president? Would you have understood it then? Go back in time, Tim Black. How understanding were you then? I was pretty understanding. Always wanted more from him. But underneath it all, I was still like, okay, give us this one. See what it feels like to walk around knowing we got a black president. Maybe they'll change something. I don't know. There was some thunder that just hit Johnson. That shit was pretty loud. If I lose power, it's not me, it's the damn weather. So yes, I'm trying to put myself in that position, man, because it's only right to try to do that, right? Here's the thing, though. I can't go back and be naive. Won't do it. Hey, man, once they told you that Santa Claus wasn't real, you had to accept it. You're like a damn moron if you go back trying to pretend that there is a real Santa Claus running around. No matter what Meghan Ryan says. Megyn Kelly. No matter what Megyn Kelly says. You know now that Santa Claus ain't white or black, it's a figment of your freaking imagination. Only a moron would pretend that Santa Claus is real and someone's coming down your chimney, Johnson. Nobody coming down your chimney except some soot. I can't pretend that everything's going to be okay because you get a black woman on the bench. But if you would have listened to Cory Booker today, yeah, I'm going to go there, Johnson. If you'd have listened to Cory Booker today, you would have thought maybe everything's going to be okay now. Everything's going to be all right. And that's the thing. They're not promising you that. They want to give you the appearance that it is. They want to give you the appearance that it's going to be okay. And even if it's not, how dare you not go along with the team? How dare you not participate? Get your participation trophy for buying into the latest Democratic talking points. And at the back of it all, in the back of your head, you're still thinking, what the Republicans got cooked up is even worse. And there's always a little bit of truth. A little bit of truth laced in it, man. It's the most confusing thing in the world. And I tell you, that's why I titled this Between a Rock and a Hard Place. See, between a rock and a hard place means you're really stuck because both places are hard, Johnson. There's something hard pressing you up against a hard rock. I don't know any soft rocks. And that's where we found ourselves. We're between a rock and a hard place. If you listen to Cory Booker today, you would have... I made clips of it. I'm going to use it in the actual video. I don't want to stop and go. Cory Booker was Cory Bookering. Cory Booker was on 20. And the scale went to 10. He was on 20 with the level of hyperbole, over-the-top, emotional, crying, voice quivering, sanctimonious, dripping with gargantuan pageantry. That's a lot of words Johnson said. God was really kissing ass. Oh, he was laying it on thick, man. Just slathering on the blackness. Slathering on the blackness, man. Tugging at the heartstrings. Playing the best liberal notes. Playing them liberal notes, man. Oh, getting the whites teary-eyed. Oh, yes, the liberal whites were getting teary-eyed in the house. Wasn't a dry eye in the house, Johnson, when Cory Booker started putting it down. Talking about how much he revered and loved Ketanji. How what she represented, but not just what she represented, who she is. At one point he said, "You're a great American, and you deserve this, sister." Then he had a black woman talking about what they mean to other blacks. I was walking down the street. I was going on a jog. You know, my headphones were on. And an African-American woman, she stopped me. And she said, Cory Booker, that Ketanji Brown Jackson. We need more love. Oh, Ketanji Brown Jackson. Can I touch you, Cory? Can I touch your bald head? Because your bald head was in the same room with Ketanji Jackson. You were there. Then he went on to lay on the soft side of blackness. Oh, how we doing it for the struggle, the black struggle. He went into interracial marriages and couples, and wasn't legal to marry a white guy. Wasn't illegal to have mixed marriages. Just a generation ago, some places. That's not why. That's not why people should want her. God damn it, Cory Booker, that's not why. You shouldn't want her because she's black or a woman. You should want her because she's going to help make our lives better. That's the whole purpose of politicians. That's the whole purpose of it all. At least it should be the purpose of it all. But not one thing out of Cory Booker's mouth was about how America was going to be better because of Ketanji. Not one word out of his mouth was about how she's going to serve the people and how we're going to benefit, not from seeing her, but for her being there. What she was going to do for us and justice. And since you brought up black people, how about what she's going to do for justice for black people? Since you're using us to say she's black and what it means to black people, and the black woman stopped you on the street crying about she's black and we're black and you're black and we gonna black it up. But not a single word out of his mouth had anything to do with all the black people catching hell. Just this tokenism of how great it is that a black woman gets this opportunity. As if all black women get this opportunity. Hey, man, I feel you, dog. I'm in it with you. I'm in it with you guys. Anybody, look, don't get mad yet. I understand, I relate to it. I understand the conundrum. We caught between a rock and a hard place. You and I, we caught between it, man. Look, we know Ketanji Brown ain't gonna change America, Johnson. We know that. And we know she ain't a radical person's gonna go in and modify the system. Hell, we're gonna get into it later where she talked about, hey, I never cut too much time for people. I gave them all the time they could get. I did my best to give them the adequate amount of time. She wasn't talking about saving the whales or saving the blacks or saving nobody else. She did her job, which is what cops do. But I'm right there with you, man, because I understand. I'm not saying symbolism doesn't matter, but what good is symbols without substance? I'm not saying she has no substance, but why aren't we talking about the substance? Why isn't that in the slippery oozing of impassioned love and affection for Kenji's being in this opportunity, this time and place? The man is bringing up Harriet Tubman, the civil rights era, and not a single word about what we plan to do about the shit. That's the Democrats for you. That's the Democratic Party, man. That's what they do. They play on the symbolism. They play on your emotions. And you know what makes it really bad is that part of it's true. Yeah, part of it's true. There's some truth in it. Cory Booker went on to talk about the time when he was brand new to the Senate, and he's there after closing, and there's janitors, and the janitors happen to be black. That's where the blacks work. That's when they're there cleaning up shit, moving things around. He said the demographics change at night when all the congressmen leave. And one of them came up to him and they were crying with tears. Why are we always crying, Cory? Why are the black people crying when they see y'all? Oh, Cory, I'm so glad you're doing what you're doing, brother. So glad we got a brother in here. Doing what exactly? Oh, we gonna talk, man. We gonna have to talk. Because what are we doing exactly? What are you gonna do, Cory? What have you done, Cory, that a white guy couldn't have done? I'm just asking. I mean, I know it benefits your family that you're in Congress. It benefits them that you were mayor of Newark. It benefits your kids, or if you have kids. Does Cory have kids? I don't think he have kids. It benefits people in your family. It benefits you. How does it benefit black folks? Shit, how does it benefit poor folks? How does it benefit them? You keep saying, oh, it benefits them because they see you. That's sort of how black people feel about drug dealers. That's how we feel about rappers. Same way when I feel when I see Jay-Z, I could do that too. When I saw Jay-Z and DMX, you know, Rakim, all the hip-hop greats when I was coming up, man, that's my era. Dr. Dre, Snoop, that's my age. Ice Cube. Their success was my success in a weird way just because I could relate to them and I saw them, but that didn't do nothing for me, Johnson. That was me seeing them. And that's the same way it is for politicians, and the same way it will be with Ketanji Brown Jackson. But it's something. And that's why we're caught between a rock and a hard place. Because you got people that want to deny. I'm saying stop denying that there's something there. It's something there, but it's real. It's real. It's important. But it's only important, Johnson, because America's so damn racist. It's only important. It only matters because we've been denied these opportunities for so long. But that doesn't mean giving those opportunities is going to change the dynamics in which we find ourselves in this country, the situation that we find ourselves, and we will still be between a rock and a hard place. That's the problem. It existed way before Ketanji Jackson, Brown Jackson. It will exist long after her. At the rate we're going, it will exist forever in this country. And all I'm saying is, listening to Cory Booker talk, it just pissed me off something. Crazy, John. This pissed me off, man. Because it works. All that yipping and yapping and no substance at all. Hey, look, man, I'm glad Ketanji, Miss Brown, has been given an opportunity. I'm glad that she's taken advantage of the opportunity. I'm glad that she is educated and has worked hard in her life. And I'm glad that she's being given an opportunity to be at the highest level of our judicial system. It doesn't change the fact that our judicial system is corrupt and it's shitty. Doesn't change that. No, that's the same. We want more for ourselves than just to have us participate in our own annihilation. Fucking Democrats. We want more than just to be participants in our own annihilation, in our own degradation, in our own... We want more than that. They make it almost seem like you shouldn't even say it. Makes it almost like, damn, I'm okay to even say it. It feels so bad to say. Because the whole time while I'm being critical of the situation and I'm listening to them, and it's easy, yeah, Ketanji is smart lady. In fact, she seems smarter than everybody who talked to her the last couple of days. Yeah, let's talk about that too. Let's acknowledge the fact she seemed more brighter than everybody else up there. She was the brightest bulb in the room. The brightest bulb in the room, hands down. Okay? And I'm not caping for the Democrats. If you listen to her talk, it made sense. She wasn't mailing it in. One of the smartest people I've heard talk in a long time. Not only was she the smartest bulb in the room, some of the bulbs in the room look like they need to be changed. Dianne Feinstein, retire! Retire! For the love of God, woman. For the love of God. Do you have to literally die right there to quit? I'm a black man, so I probably won't be faced with that conundrum, that hard choice. Maybe my tires, time to run them out. Maybe it's time to put my boots on the shelf. Maybe it's time to see what else is in this big universe, this cosmos, what this pixie dust is all about. I probably won't have to worry about that because you know how black men, we go real early. Which, by the way, when I hear all these people talking about black men and the new white men and all this shit, hey, man, not at the rate that we die, not at our lifespan, not based on lifespan, we aren't. If you outlive us by 10 years, you don't get to tell us that we're oppressing you. If you make more money than us and live longer than us, don't tell us how we're oppressing you. What, are we haunting you from the grave? Stay on point, Team Black. Stay on point. You're losing them. So Ketanji Brown Jackson is the smartest person in the room. It's evident. And though I want to be super critical of it, because I am critical of this whole process, bunch of nonsense games and fuckery, foolery, theatrics. Hell, I can do this. I'm doing it right now. And as much as I want to stay harping on that Johnson, I respect the sister doing her thing. It's great that I don't have to pretend. Oftentimes, when people heap praise upon Kamala, I feel like a lot of times they're pretending. I feel like it really is just because she's a woman. I mean, come on. Never once did I feel like word salad was all that was on the menu with Miss Brown Jackson. So those comparisons, I keep hearing people lay at me. I keep seeing them. Stop. Okay? All right. Yeah, I said it. You heard it here, because you're not going to hear a lot of places, because people have aspirations and jobs they want to seek out. And saying something real like that, it's not going to be something that gets you a lot of promotions. Unless you're a Republican. Which I am not. But back to my point, man. Let me get to my point. Here's the thing. Here's another thing. Here's another point of all the points I have. Yo, the Republicans don't allow you to focus on how horrible the Democrats are because the Republicans keep on Republicaning. Let me try that again. The Republicans won't allow you to focus just on how bad the Democrats are because the Republicans keep Republicaning. Yeah, like, if all I wanted to do was focus on being critical of Cory Booker and what was Durbin doing? Pushback means you get louder than the guy you want to shut up. You passed it, homie. There was somebody up there standing up to the freaking Republicans. I almost want to come in there like, yo, hey, I'm not a Democrat supporter or nothing, but hey, shut up. You know? Shut up and let the lady talk if you're going to ask her a question. Let the sister talk. These Republicans are showboating for their elections. I'm not saying Democrats don't do the same thing. I mean, that's all Kamala did when they were questioning Kavanaugh and shit. That's all. That's what they do. That's what you do. But I'm saying it was really like obvious. I mean, if they were asking her about CRT, which has nothing to do with being on the Supreme Court, they were asking her about child pictures and predators, as if it was like they're saying, you like them, don't you? You like those guys, those creeps, those people. You like these people who deal in this type of material. I mean, they just kept on it. What's with the Republicans and the prawn, man? I mean, what is the fascination with the prawn? Every other Republican. That's all they talked about. You could have gave him 8 years, you gave him 5. And these are people with pictures. And yeah, that's disgusting and creepy, and yes, but a guy with 1 million pictures, you click one zip file and download it on his hard drive. It's a little different than the guy who went physically to people's houses and picked up picture one at a time. Somebody has a lot more invested. And to say, hey, we have to not give everybody 100 years. We got to say, how long has he been doing it? What has he been doing? There has to be a bar, and you go, this is worth 100 years. This is worth 80 years. This is worth, you just don't give everybody 100 years. Lindsey Graham got up on this stand and argued as if you don't give everybody 100 years, you're promoting it. So, as much as I want to just stay on how much of a sham Cory Booker was, I got Ted Cruz taking all the heat off Cory. It's like they're working together. Okay, Cory, you go over the top this way. I'll go over the top horrible. I'll be overly horrible. You be overly, hi, I'm Cory Booker. And I'll be, what are you doing? Devil. I'll be the asshole. They were good cop and bad copping, man. And Ted Cruz wasn't even alone, but he was horrible Ted Cruz. The guy asked questions he wouldn't let her answer. And what's with the Kavanaugh shit? He's on the bench, isn't he? The Democrats tried to stop him. Never in my life have I seen people that, one, be so victimized. You know, he's on the bench. You got the guy you wanted, and you're still crying that it wasn't easier for you to win? You're going to ask her about what she thinks about what other people said to Kavanaugh about how he was questioned? And she's supposed to answer you her opinion or something that has nothing to do with law, but has to do with how people talk to Kavanaugh. I mean, Lindsey Graham, sit your ass. Sit your ass there. You make it really hard for me to go after Democrats when the Republicans are so freaking horrible. But I know a lot of people are going to find a way not to. They're not even going to bring up Republicans. It's going to stay right there, focused on the Democrats, because that's where the money is. That's where the money is. It's not because they're better people. It's not because they're more ethical. It's not because they see the light. It's not for red pill or black pill or horse pills. It's because bills. Can you pay my bills? That's what it's for. Because if you could watch this shit and not see where Ted Cruz, Tom Cotton, Republican out of Arizona, what an arrogant fool. He was questioning Judge Ketanji about, what do you think about rape sentences? And Miss Jackson's like, well, I don't really deal with rape sentences. I really don't know. Do you know the average time that someone gets for rape? She's like, oh, well, I don't make the laws. She doesn't make the laws, dumb. She enforces the laws that are there. Judges don't make laws. Why are you asking her what does she think about rape laws? And the length of time rapists get. Tom Cotton is such a freaking fucking... Tom Cotton is such an idiot. He asked her what she thought about people not getting time because they weren't caught. 46% of people of murders go unsolved. What do we do about it? What kind of question is that? What are we supposed to say to that? So what I'm saying is the Republicans were as bad. They were worse than the Democrats. So I don't want to make it seem like they weren't. They were. They were way worse, Johnson. Way worse. Throwing out every one of their little talking points. Critical race theory. The aggrieved white man. White men can't catch a break. Isn't that what they were saying? It's like a collective sobbing for poor white guys. All the poor white guys. Not actual poor white guys, mind you. The aggrieved white man defense. Once again, you can't act like you're the aggrieved party when you're the richest. Most powerful people in the country are white men. But for some reason, all of these QAnon dumbasses are running around talking about how white men got it so bad. It's almost as disgusting as white women pretending that they're so aggrieved. Oh, poor white women, poor white men. The most powerful people in the country are the most complaining people in the country. Once again, I'm talking about these rich assholes. All poor people got a reason to complain. Us, if you're watching this, because I know none of these elite assholes watch me. So, I'm talking about you. You are exempt. Even those who are hard-headed and dumb who think that they're privileged, think they're special, you're just going to be worm food too. And your country hates you just as much as it hates me. But it shows me that it hates me more often. How about that? There was a guy named Senator Tillis from, where is he from? Is it North Carolina? Dumb as a bag of rocks, Johnson. Just dumb. I gotta wonder how they get in those offices. The fixation on the kitty pictures. This QAnon stuff, man, is really rotting the brain. It's so obvious that all of them are just playing towards their base the entire time, and their base is just a bunch of QAnons. Because I gotta imagine most conservatives, real conservatives, care about conservative issues. This QAnon BS about children's pictures, I'm sure there's other issues, but that's all they talked about. America locks a lot of people up, Johnson. If you listen to anything these Republicans say, you would forget, you must have forgotten, that we're the #1 incarcerator of people on the planet. No one does it better than us. No one locks up more people than we do. But for some reason, all the talking points was about, you're not locking up people long enough. You didn't lock up enough people more often. You're soft on crime. Which is an undertone of, you like helping them leave the blacks off. You're being nice, you're being soft on the blacks, because obviously that's who they want to lock up. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. You know, when you picture a criminal, you picture black. America's done its job on you. Come on, you know that's what you think. Unless it's one of those brainy white-collar crimes that doesn't really hurt people. When you take people's savings, you hurt them more than when you steal their car. Okay? When you take people's pensions, those little white crimes and white-collar crimes, you're destroying families and lives. Way more than when someone snatched your chain. Or did a smash and grab at Macy's. Or Saks. Or Barney's. They never had a problem with Kim Potter when she changed the amount of time. When her sentence was was it no enhancements? Remember that? Remember Kim Potter blowing a hole in the chest, shooting a young man in the heart? Remember that? Deontay Wright shot in the heart. It just happened. Remember how the judge exercised her ability not to follow the guidelines? Remember that? It just happened. It was just in the news. I don't recall Ted Cruz, Tillis, Josh Hawley, what are these other Republican assholes saying one crossword about it? Yeah, they probably thought it was a travesty that good old Kim Potter had to go to court at all. See, it's only a problem, when it's, it's only a problem that people get out when it's certain people. No problem when cops use it, when judges use their discretion when a black man's killed, but oh God. As if, look, let's be clear, guys. There are a lot of people out there saying a lot of great things about Ketanji. Ketanji worked as a public defender for about 16 months or 18 months. But she's been a judge for a while, and a prosecutor for a while. She's had a lot more to do with getting people locked up than she has getting them off, okay? So let's not make it seem like, well, she was a public defender for that long, Johnson. The rest of the time, she was Kamala Harris. She may have been a better version of Kamala Harris. But if you work on any other side besides defense, when it comes to going inside that courtroom, your objective is to put people behind bars. She may have been more thoughtful about it than some others. I will give you that. But let's not fool people. Let's not lie to people and make it seem like we got Sojourner Truth going up in here, okay? This is a person in the United States system, in our justice system. That's what our justice system does, all right? People get a little bit too happy, a little bit too jovial. Yeah, cause like OJ just got off. So, I just want to restore some reality checks here. Let me issue some reality checks. I can't get America to cut the check, but maybe I can cut you all some reality checks. You remind me of my mother. Cory, you're a year older than her. How insulting. You remind me of her. When I look at you, I think about my mom. I think about Harriet Tubman. I think about all the black women in America who did everything that men do, put backwards in heels. Oh, God. Donate to me. Go to Cory Booker 2024, please. Every time he talks, I get up. Gag reflex. Whew. If he had any of that passion for black people, he wouldn't be able to be in that job. They would have got rid of his ass a long time ago. See, that's the thing. That's the kicker. That's the kicker. And all this I'm saying, we're still stepping to the rock and the hard place, because even though I'm critical of this, even though I'm like checking people, heat checking them, reality checking them on the whole, Contagious gonna change the world. Oh God, first America was one way, then Contagion got, oh, she gets the nomination, then the world will be a whole different way. It'll still be shit. Sorry. She'll be better off, though. She'll have a nice new job. And your daughter and my daughter will be able to say, hey, look at the lady. That's great. As we pay $15 for a gallon of gas. But you know what also isn't cool though, Johnson? I want to throw this out there to some people who need to hear it. Some people are never happy about anything ever. And I understand it. Life's hard. But if you're calling someone a sellout who hasn't even got the job yet, maybe you should pump the brakes first. Yeah, pump the brakes for a second, Johnson. Jesus Christ, what am I around here? Come on, man. Jesus Christ, man. She ain't even hired yet. She's a sellout. She ain't even hired yet. Why do you watch politics? I'm just wondering. I mean, if you're going to shit on a person who hasn't even started the job and already say they're a sellout, I mean, Jesus. Don't worry, if she gets, she wins, she's nominated, you'll be lots of time for you to call her a sellout as you go work your job for wherever, putting puppies in ovens or whatever you do for a living. It always rubs me the wrong way. When I know people do things for a living, but everyone else is a sellout except them. But we never get to know what you do. What do you do, motherfucker? What do you do to feed yourself? I'm just wondering. Because Ketanji Brown Jackson isn't the only one who's a part of the system. You're part of the system too. I wonder what you do in the system. You work for a company, unless you work for a nonprofit that's doing, and even nonprofits. Hey, come on, man. A lot of this shit is a racket, right? A lot of it's a racket. It's just, I hate hypocrites. That's all. Judge people by what they do. That's all. Judge them by what they do. Now, if you want to bring up the Lockheed Martin situation, I brought that up. I covered it on this channel. I'm not caping for her. All I'm saying is, do some research first. Don't just yell, sell out, she's sell out. There's already a whole line of white people who are racist as hell already doing that job for you. Don't have to stand in behind them. And isn't that the rock between the hard place? Isn't that the rock between the hard place? You know what I'm saying? Right? Because you don't want to do that, right? I don't want to do it either. So I have to finesse it all. I got to finesse this whole shit. Because I feel all these things, and I know all these things. I don't want to be the black guy that shits on the black woman who can't be any worse than Kavanaugh. Right? right? But I also don't want people getting all excited as if they just won the Super Bowl when they didn't, right? Like we just cured cancer. But there was really some scumbag shit going on today that pissed me off. I want to be able to talk about it and come down hard on the Republicans who were full of shit. Do you know she wrote something in response to an inmate in D.C. who wanted to get out because of the COVID? The person was making a plea that we should be out of jail because at the time, there was no vaccines, none of that shit. And they were, and there's no way to social distance. So the inmate had a lawyer, and the lawyer is making an argument that that person should be able to leave. So in her rebuttal or in her whatever they call it, she's like saying, well, I understand your point of view. I get what you're saying. You're saying that this is happening and this is where we are. And people can't socially distance. And it puts you in, this is a predicament that you're put into. And you're under state's care. And you should be, and early should get a humanitarian release or merciful release or something like that, right? There's a word for it. It doesn't come to mind, but it's the same thing. When you release someone, when you release an inmate or a convict because you can't keep them safe. Then it's a life or death situation. And she said, I understand why you can make that argument. And that's when the senator stopped reading. Because 2 sentences later, she said, but that would mean we'd have to let everyone out. And we can't just let everyone out because we have a bad situation going on. We have to be cautious. So no, you can't go home. But the senator sat up there and wasted 20 minutes without even reading the entire statement. That's how dirty they played today. And then kept cutting her off when she was explaining, well, if you just read the entire brief, you know that a couple sentences later, I say, but we can't just let you out because that's not how this shit works. See, I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. Because I can't pretend that was cool. It wasn't cool. And though you may not like it, because it sounds like I'm caping, I can't pretend it's okay for them to steamroll it like that. That's some bullshit. That's like people do me. Anybody ever took you out of context, truncated what you said, and used it against you in front of the whole world? It's happened to me. It's not a good feeling. I think it's worth roasting that mofo, Tillis, for doing that. It's also important to point out, she wasn't like, let them out. She wasn't like, oh, let everybody go. So people are going, oh, Lord, thank you, Ketanji. Realize it's just another person going into a system who's going to do their job, and as the books are written, mostly includes throwing a lot of bricks at us. Okay? That's how our system runs. She has signaled in no way that she's going to go in and sabotage the system to break it. So what's been happening, and I keep seeing it, and ever since I've been conscious, I feel like Roddy Piper with the glasses on from They Live. Everywhere I look, I see these Martians. I see these freaking aliens, man. Taking my glasses off. Make me want to throw my glasses away. I never want to wear the glasses because I keep seeing it. But sometimes I feel like all we're fighting to do is be a part of our own demise. I feel like we're fighting to be Django. No, we're fighting to be Steven. I feel like we're fighting to be Steven. Let us be Steven. I want to be Steven too. I can swing the whip. And everybody's clapping, going, yeah, let us be Steven. Forgetting who Steven's hitting. Us. But it's one less person being Steven. If someone's got to be Steven, it might as well be us, right? Because we're tired of being that slave tied up on that tree. Caught between a rock and a hard place. Makes sense. Cory Booker says, America's never been America to me, but America has never been America to me, but America will be America someday. He brought up Chinese being forced into slave labor. We went and kidnapped Chinese and made them come work the railroads? I thought they volunteered to work those railroads. The Irish, no Irish. Dogs, yes, no Irish can apply. Irish had an Ireland to go back to. But you know, we got to get all of them on the same side. Cory even threw some raw meat at the Christians. God has got your back, sister, because you're here. God got her here? I thought it was Joe Biden. He called it a harbinger of hope. Oh, God. The harbinger of hope. You're my harbinger of hope. You're my harbinger of hope. You're my harbinger of hope. There we go. You're my harbinger of hope. You give me a reason to live. Tonight, when I'm not eating meat, when I'm eating an Impossible Burger, I'll be thinking about, I looked into that sister's eyes and she saw me for who I am. We saw each other. And I knew being a senator of a certain color, who happens to be of a certain hue, whose mother and father should have never been together, but they were, because love went out. Love in America, the promise of America, will one day fulfill itself. When, Cory? When will it fulfill itself? Will you deny health care for us? Or as you take Wall Street money? I don't want to pretend he's the only one, but he's the only one landing on this goddamn thing. And saying all that, Cory's one of the brokest members of the Senate. Hell, man, I'm surprised they even let him into place. With all that selling out that Cory does, you think he'd have more money in his coffers. He could only stay in the presidential race for 2 weeks. He was like, please, give me some money. Mr. Bojangles. Hope a man down on his luck. I'm just a lonely senator from New Jersey who I supported stop and frisk for a while, but then I didn't. But I didn't. So all I'm saying, guys, is we're corporate in a rock in a hard place. Every black person is identity politics in action. Isn't that true? You conservative assholes. Isn't that it? Republican assholes. Huh? Every black person is identity politics. I've never heard, except for Candace Owens and Larry Elder. That's not identity politics. Everybody you don't choose that's black is identity politics. Funny how that works. Isn't that funny? Every person, every black person elected, Black Dog Catcher was elected this week. Identity politics. But he's really good with the animals. It's identity politics. I'm sure they could have found a white guy to do it. But that's not identity politics. When you whites go hire another white, it's never identity politics. But if a black slips in, it's just because they're black. It could never be anything else. La 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 la. So we're corporate to the rock and the hard place because I know that's out there. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that shit. I don't want to give them aid and comfort. I don't want to give this fake, I don't want to give any solidarity to those assholes. But America's so binary. You're either with us or you're against us. You're either with us to black or you're against us. Which one is it? Yeah, man, which one is it? Ain't us, mofo. Which one is it? You either going to call out the system and not vote, or you going to vote and be a sellout? Which one is it, bruh? Which one is it, homie? Homie. Did anybody even say homie anymore? Jesus Christ. Rock in a hard place. Rock in a hard place, Johnson. The Republicans today blaming one black judge for recidivism. Do you know all the factors in why a person recommits a crime in America? Do you realize all the factors involved in why a person may violate or whatever you call it? I forget the name for it. It's a word for it. Reoffend, that's it. That asshole, I think it was Tillis or could have been one of these assholes, Cotton or whatever. The recidivism rate. What the hell I got to do with her? And all of this could be for nothing. All of it could be for nothing, Johnson. How to be a good Republican. In 3 steps. Step 1, play victim. Yeah, play the victim, man. Even in things that you're obviously winning in. Play the victim. Even if you get all the tax cuts you ever wanted, play victim. You know, like being a white guy with money. Not good enough. Clearly winning it. And have been winning it in this country for centuries if you're a white guy with money. Hell, white women couldn't even drive cars. But play a victim anyway, because all of a sudden, all these other people want to do things. You're not the only one who gets to do things anymore. Number 2, hold your breath until all the people go back to the countries they came from. Yeah, hold your breath till all the people go back to the countries they came from. Take your ball and go home. And if they got your ball, take it from them and kick them into jail. Put them in jail. And number 3, pretend to play the high road. That's right, pretend that you take the high road. Pretend that you're a good Christian. Meanwhile, plot plan on how to drop bombs on poor people. Unless those bombs land on white poor people. That's how you be a Republican, man. And to be an independent, all you got to do is be ignored, because that's what happens to us. So, guys, that's really all I got. I just wanted to. I'm sitting there watching it because I want to see what's going on. Because, of course, I saw the Cory Booker shit. And I said, okay, Cory Booker, horrible. I'm going to make fun of him. I'm going to call him out. But to give it a little bit more texture, what did these Republicans say? Let me watch a little bit of Lindsey Graham. Oh, God. Oh, man, this mofo, he was the most indignant asshole. Remember when the Democrats liked Lindsey 2 minutes ago because he gave Trump a hard time? Remember that? Then he was like, oh, God. Well, I don't know who I am. I've kind of got a personality disorder. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I like. I'm just from South Carolina and I'm so flighty. Then he went back on Trump's side and it was like all over the place. But if you listen to him, you listen to him at these hearings, he is an asshole. Ted Cruz has always been an asshole. Nothing new there. Nothing new there. Punchable face Ted Cruz. Don't do it. Want to do it. Think about doing it. Can't stop thinking about doing it. Kind of wish somehow someone else would do it, but don't advocate for it. But Jesus Christ, oh man. This guy's, he's beyond an asshole. He's one of those people, it's like he's like a paparazzi. Pushing Kanye's buttons trying to get punched in the mouth or something. You know, like a paparazzi pissing off the game or the baby. That's it, the baby or the game. Like, come on, man, please hit me. Hit me. I know you said no pictures, but I'm here going to send pictures. What's wrong, man? I know you ain't mad, Game. Okay, man, you mad, Game? Come on, Game, smile for me. Man, get away from me, yo. Nah, come on, man. Take a couple pictures, man. Just trying to feed my family, man. Rich bastard, take a picture. Smile. Get out my personal space. Man, I'm just doing my job, man. Come on, man. I'm just doing my job. Come smile for the picture. Begging. That's Ted Cruz begging to get punched in the mouth. So if you don't understand, if you're not interested in this at all, I get it. But unfortunately, you live in a country that is very interested in it. It's either this or the war. Nothing else is going on. Oh, that's right. The poverty line is still as full as ever, and we're still number one underneath it. Good job, America. Kudos, gold star. If you listen to these Republicans, you would think all the jails were empty. It wasn't full of 40% black people. You would think they were all emptied out. And Ketanji Brown was the one who let them all out. But that ain't what the hell happened. And nobody, like the Republicans are really good, man. They're really good at picking something really disgusting. I couldn't even say some of the shit they were saying today. You know, because they will shut down my channel. Why'd they talk so much about kid pictures? It's like a thing, Johnson. It's like, Jesus Christ, cut the volume down. My grandbaby's walking by. Guys are disgusting. It was like they all had their talking points. We're going to talk about this. And it wasn't like she was just like, hey, anybody in jail here? All you inmates, come to the front. If you were locked up because of kid pictures, come to the front. All right. Give me the keys, bailiff. Go! Be all you can be, guys. Then she just walked around with a flute, leading them. You know. That's what they made it seem like. She put them in jail. You made it sound like she was one of the judges who let these cops off after they killed an unarmed black man or something. You didn't give them enough time. Give them more time. Let's go to these individual cases that you did 6 years ago, this individual case you did 6 years ago, and explain to me why you came to the conclusion that you came to. Now, let's look at your wardrobe and see why you came to the conclusion you came to this morning to wear that ugly-ass tie. Tim Black. It's 1 o'clock. We did pretty good. I've been talking my ass off today. Guys, check this out. We're screwed. I want to say something better, but it's It is that. There's that part. That's the reality check. I wish that it wasn't so. I wish one person being elected to the bench was going to change all that. Though I do believe there are worse people. Much worse people. Could have got another Clarence Thomas or Kavanaugh, Brett Kavanaugh. So if that's the equation, and that's what I'm left with, and that's the way it works, you don't get to say, well, this is going to be a bunch of Kavanaughs. Then you'd be out in a out in the plantation picking cotton again, going, damn, maybe it mattered. Yeah, man, I know it mattered. It mattered. Tim was right. Can't just say, screw it all. All right, guys. I'm Real Tim Black on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Tim Black and that on Instagram. I'm even on TikTok. Yes, I know. I'm old. I'm sitting here watching Ketanji Brown Jackson. I'm watching Cory Booker. And I'm thinking, we're all the same age. Damn, I wasted my life. What did I do? What am I doing? What am I doing? You know what I'm saying? What are the choices that I make, Johnson? Jesus Christ. Somebody dropped the ball. Fighting for relevancy on an app. On the internet. But it's fun, though. I gotta admit, I'm having more fun. I gotta admit, my job's a lot more fun than Cory's. So what I miss out in on the prestige level, I make back in spades on the fun level. My job's a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun giving shit than eating it, Johnson. I gotta imagine. You know, I gotta imagine life's hard. Every day you get up, it's like, oh, I gotta eat this shit. Oh, God, I gotta eat shit. Oh, I don't really want to eat shit, but I gotta eat it. Oh, thanks. Could I get some cinnamon for my shit I gotta eat? Oh, God. I don't want to eat shit. I want to be like Tim Black and say whatever's on my mind. I want to be a real black guy who says things and means them and doesn't just say things to get Wall Street money. God, if I could just be myself, I'd be myself. I could be my own harbinger. But I'm a coward. And the sellout. Don't forget that part, Cory. And I can say that because I put my career in jeopardy. I put my livelihood in jeopardy. What I can earn for my family by saying real shit. So I'm actually doing that. My job is to say this shit that limits what I can do. You know? Maybe one day I'll wake up and become Republican and then I can cash in all my chips on all the harsh shit I've said. Then it will be a benefit saying this stuff. But until then, I'm just this fool that's crazy enough to critique both sides of the aisle, thus negating any gains I can make. Because those people who love hearing me rip open the Democrats on issues that they deserve to be ripped on, cannot take it when I go after Republicans. And those Democrats, or those former Democrats who like it when I go after the Democrats, think I'm selling out when I go after Republicans. So I'm crazy, Johnson. I'm crazy. Ketanji Brown Jackson will be confirmed. And she's much better than Klobuchar. Oh, God. Oh, got some word salad I'd love to give you. And I went to them. Or Kamala Harris, the king, the queen of word salad. But I'm so cynical and so damaged by our system, I can't be excited about this shit. I know too much. I know there's no Santa Claus. Juneteenth becoming a national holiday did not make me smile. Not even for 2 seconds. Not even a second. The thought of Harriet Tubman on money didn't give me a warm feeling. And when I heard about Hip Hop Day, I wanted to hip your hop all right. Kick you right in the hip hop. Hop your ass up. But somehow, for the people that have been historically shit on in this country, I gotta root for us. Even if I know rooting for us, when it's to become part of this system, is insanity. And that's the part a lot of my black intellectuals don't want to admit, because they got to have jobs too. They got to have a place to work. But I'm sure a lot of them have felt it. And I'm sure a lot of them feel it. I'm sure they do. Because I ain't the only one that's figured this out. But I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how to fix it. Okay? I don't know how to fix it. I know something ain't right. Oh, I know something ain't right, Hillary. I know it ain't right. Oh, Hillary. All right, guys, that's it. Enough. Thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in. Tell a friend about this show. Let them know about Pause. It's a podcast. It's a very rare podcast. It's a black man being free. White people, if you don't like it, just know. A lot of black people feel the way I feel. If you knew more of them, you'd probably hear more of it. If you do know some of them, and they don't talk like this, they're scared. I am not an anomaly. A lot of us feel this way. So, you're welcome. Go to timblackpause.com, timblackpause.com, become a member, follow the show. Do that. That's the next step. The next step, you say, Tim, I like the show. What do we do? Become a member of the show. That's what you do. Because sometimes they put ads on my stuff, but most of the time they don't. So become a member of the show. Go to jointimblack.com. Jointimblack.com. Become a member on Patreon. If you can't do it there, become a member on YouTube. But become a member of the show. That's the step you take. You don't just comment on YouTube, become a member of the show. It's only $5 per month. That's how we keep the show going. That's it. True talk. To those who already do that, shit. I want you to know I appreciate you. All right? I do. I appreciate the hell out of you, okay? And those who support this show, and those who moderate this show for free, damn it. Thank you. One last thing. Hashtag Save Mason 10. That's the hashtag Save Mason 10. I was on a live call with them today. And I don't want to say I was impressed, but I was impressed. I don't want you to think I was thinking less. But it felt good. It felt good to have my people fight back. You know? Because what they're doing in Mason, Tennessee, if you don't know about it, I got a video on the channel. What they're doing is wrong, Johnson. So, hashtag Save Mason 10 for Mason, Tennessee. Follow that hashtag. I want to say Glover. Hell, man, there's a brother. Let me tell you name. Let me tell you a Twitter handle. Let me tell you a Twitter handle real quick. Okay, you've been here this long. Hang with me one more second. Because there was someone. Damn. Someone just sent this to me. Save Mason, TN. Maybe I have to find it this way. Hell. Profile. Don't you hate when you got to find something that takes too long to find it? Let's go to likes. Deborah. Danny D. Glover. And Danny D. Glover. 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 Is that Glover? That's Glover, right? Danny D. Glover. That's where you go. So those are two accounts. Let's do two things, okay? And if you do this, it's worth even more than all this other stuff I talked about today, okay? Follow the hashtag SaveMason10. And also go follow at Danny D. Glover. All right? Do that. And we will have done our jobs. All right? Solidarity, Johnson. And remember, in case you forgot, I still support reparations. I still support Cut the Check. I love us for real. Monique Voice. I'll see you tomorrow. Let me shout out some people that supported this show tonight. I appreciate y'all. Keith Weston in the house. My honorable brother Tim Black's peace to you, Johnson. Cut the check. We need ours. Save Mason TN. There you go. There it is. That's what's up. Tito Hornbuckle. Peace and prosperity to you. Family Johnson. Keep bringing that good word. I'll do my best, Johnson. Appreciate you, Johnson. Robin M. High five. We keep going. We keep seeing. That's what's up, Robin. What's up, sis? Thank you, Robin. Darwinism 2.0. Thank you. Dustin Benz. What's up, Dust? How you doing, brother? Anthony Malecki. What's up, fam? Good to see you as always, bruh. Michael Mike the Russian bot. We need that. If you pretend you're a moron, bumper stickers merch. If you pretend you're a moron. If you pretend you're a moron. Damn, I forgot about that one, Johnson. It's been a while since I said that. You guys good? Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. Have a good remainder of your morning. Go get them. And until next time, don't let nobody take your cornbread, Johnson. Wolfpack.